and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome back to the channel here today, guys, where Barca have wrapped up yet another important win, in terms of La Liga. Real Madrid yesterday beating Villarreal. It was important here, and it was vital, to stay top of the league, that we did respond. And we did in the end in this game. Because obviously before the match we were talking on the channel about, well, how good are Barca? Where are we right now? What is the level of the team? And I've got to be honest with you guys, we're still none the wiser. It's not really as though this game has told us anything about the team. What we do know is we have incredible individual quality. You look at the second half there, the way we were able to just change up the gears. Some absolutely spectacular goals. I mean, Dani Olmo, he's popping up with big goals in La Liga. Throughout this season, he does pop up with them. He can be clutch in moments whereby we needed something. We're around the 50th minute mark in the game. No breakthrough. Oviedo frustrating Barca. Dani Olmo pops up with an absolutely brilliant finish. And we've spoken recently about the potential of him and Fermin helping us, together at the same time. Both of them finding goals. We had Fermin in midweek. Today it was Olmo setting things off. And then Raphinha, brilliant chip over the goalkeeper to make it 2-0. Two quick-fire goals, really, that ultimately ended the game in that moment. Oviedo were never ever going to come back from that. And from that moment on, Barca were making changes. I think they certainly have one eye on the midweek clash against Copenhagen. Very, very important game in the Champions League. We were winding things down as the game went on, but there was still time for a magnificent goal from Lamine Yamal. I mean, what a goal that is there. Sheer technique, sheer quality, unbelievable finish into the back of the net, and Barca win this game 3-0. But yeah, I would say the first half was a little bit concerning. I think it's kind of a wake-up call, because you can't do that in midweek against Copenhagen. In that game, we'll be big favourites. We will be a team who are expected to comfortably take care of them. But you have to do that. In the first half today from Barca was very, very flat. I think Oviedo, they wasted a ridiculous amount of time. I know they're struggling down there in La Liga. They're bottom of the league right now. They're kind of destined to go down. But has anybody ever stayed up from just wasting time at 0-0? It just doesn't happen. That's not how you're going to do it. That's not how you're going to get out of trouble. And I thought they really, really did make the game quite frustrating. Barca really didn't get going, didn't create hardly anything in that first half, and it was so slow and predictable. But yeah, we did pick things up. We did in the end what you'd expect us to do. But ultimately now, the focus goes to the next game. Like I said, I don't think we've learned a great deal about the team. Again, it wasn't massively convincing, much like it wasn't against Slavia Prague. Now we move on to that game against Copenhagen. We need to win, and we may need to win well to get into the top 8. That's our next challenge. And please do let me know, guys, in the comments down below here today, what did you make of the performance? Who impressed you? And what must we do ahead of that game in the Champions League, which is must win if we want to avoid those 2 extra playoff matches in the Champions League. So let me know that down below. Thank you indeed here for watching. More build-up coming in the week to come. But until next time, as always, Veshka. El Barça.